Hi, I hope you're having an amazing day today. My name is Kenna, and in just a moment, I'm going to show you everything I made for my mom for Mother's Day. The first thing I started working on was repairing a pair of earrings I made for my mom last Christmas. And actually, these are one of the first earrings I ever made, and also the first time I used polymer clay. So the pieces at the bottom that are like a green multicolor, those I made out of polymer clay. But unfortunately, when my mom went to wear them for the first time, one of them broke off, and it was actually lost for quite some time. But months later, miraculously, she found that piece, and so now I'm able to repair them. I bought some pre-made jump rings because initially when I had made them, I made my own out of a thinner gauge wire, and they weren't durable enough to keep the pieces connected to the main structure. And so that's what I'm doing now, is just removing all of the jump ring loops I made myself and replacing them with the already made stronger jump rings. Also, because I am fairly new to using pliers and wires, I found that when I am working, my nail beds tend to get scratched. And I tried to put on some gloves, just some latex gloves, I believe, while I was working in order to see if that would remedy the problem. But it did decrease the severity or the intensity of the scratches, but it didn't stop the wires from scratching my nails. So, if any of you guys have a suggestion on what I should do in order to prevent that from happening, please leave me a comment in the please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear what you have to say because I'd love this not to happen. So if you do have a solution, then just let me know. All right, so my mom's earrings are now completely done. I removed and replaced all of the jump rings and, of course, added my own flair to them. And now they are way more sturdy, and there shouldn't be any more problems with the pieces detaching. The next thing I did was work on making a card. So I went into Photoshop, which is the software I use for my digital art, and I created a new file, this one being 5 by 7 inches. And I didn't have a set plan or draft for how I wanted her card to look. which is typically how I work anyways. Just keeping an open mind and exploring as many possibilities as I can. You'll see as I'm creating that my work tends to go through many phases as I experiment and try new ideas as I'm working. And usually what ends up happening is I try something and I'm like, oh, that actually looks nice. Or I'll do something by mistake and it actually makes the art or what I'm working on even better. And so I just go with that. I think it's important for me to remain free and open to ideas when I'm creating, because it allows for my art to evolve in a way that it couldn't if I was really rigid to a specific draft or initial idea I had in my head. And I think that is one of the most enjoyable parts for me creating, is just the emergence of an amalgamation of different ideas and inspiration. And for my mom, I wanted to keep things bright and add flowers and greenery because my mom loves plants, and I wanted to incorporate that in to her Mother's Day card. And so here is actually where I had to take a break, because I ended up going down to Atlanta. For those of you who don't know, I live in Texas. But I had to take a trip down to Atlanta because my great-grandmother wasn't doing so well. And I spent my time down there along with my mom and my aunt and uncle who were housing my grandmother, and it was such an enlightening experience. Yeah, I spent that time down there taking care of my grandmother as she was passing, and as well as being there for my aunt and my mom. And I feel like it was such a transformative and just awakening experience, in the sense that, number one, I'd never been so close to someone as they pass, because growing up, when I had family members who passed away, it was always, oh, Kenna, your grandma died, or your uncle died, or you know, your grandpa died, but it was like after the fact. So I was never in the vicinity or in the proximity of someone who was transitioning. And so being so close to my grandmother and seeing what condition she was in, and also the energy and emotion. I feel like I was so blessed to experience that. And then I was also made aware of so many different things when it comes to death and having a loved one pass away. I didn't realize how much paperwork and coordination and decision making comes into play when you're preparing the funeral services. And there was just so much that I learned, and I feel so grateful that I was able to be there during that time. And actually my grandma passed away it was like right after I left to go to the airport to head back to Texas. And as I went up into the sky in the airplane, I kid you not, as you're passing through the clouds and everything becomes white because you're immersed into the clouds in that gaseous form. And so as we lifted out of the clouds, I was met with such a beautiful scenery. It was the way that the clouds formed and the way the sun was hitting them. It was such a beautiful sight to behold, and I really felt like my grandma was there. And so yeah, I'm just so thankful that I was able to get out there and be a part of that experience. Hey guys, so I think I've gotten as far as I can with working on my mom's Mother's Day card digitally. So I'm preparing the file to be printed right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and print that out and go ahead and add the remaining elements with either acrylic paint, color pencils, and I have a bunch of other cool materials that I'm excited to use on her card as well. But don't mind the camera in the background. In just a moment, I'm going to take you guys over to where my printer is right here and show you what my process is like getting my digital work to a physical form. So just stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon. I haven't printed using my printer in so long, I low-key forgot my printing settings. So I realized that I need to rotate the card first in order for it to fit on the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So that's what I'm doing now. Image rotation. Okay, cool. So now that it's rotated, I can go ahead and move it up to the bottom because I want to save enough room on the left of it in order to fold it into a card. So once I have that properly aligned to be printed, I am going to grab my laptop. Hold on just 1 second. So I'm going to take out the cords that connect to the tablet in order to move my laptop over to where my printer is, because I need to hook it up to my printer in order to print. So now everything is showing on just my laptop screen. And now remembered that I need to go ahead and up the saturation, because for some reason the display on my tablet is a lot more vibrant and saturated than my laptop display, which is more accurate when I go to print. So I'm just going to compensate for that by adding some vibrance. Oh, what happened? Let's just go to Window, Adjustments, and then let's go to Vibrance. What is happening? I'm trying to figure out, oh, there it goes. I'm like, this has never happened before. The window for the adjustments layer was being blocked by my layers panel. I was so confused. Okay, so now let me go ahead and go back to adjustments, click on vibrance, and here we go. I can exit this, and I need to move it a considerable amount, not that high. Maybe like right here. File, print, go ahead and move this back down. And my printer is already loaded with, actually this is regular printing paper, so I'm going to take you below and find the cardstock, which is right here. Just go ahead and grab a piece. Okay. Stick that in the front. Now our printer is all set up, and oh no, it's not. I need to go ahead and plug in the USB connection to my computer so my computer can send its digital file over to my printer. I'm gonna go ahead and press print. And it takes a little moment for it to get prepped to be printed, so yeah, now I just wait for the card to come out, and I'll let it sit on the holding tray once it prints for a couple of seconds in order to give the ink a chance to dry a bit. So it looks like we got an warning or error message, so I'm gonna go look on my laptop to see what it is. And it says the printer is connected, which it is, but for some reason that tends to happen when I first use it after not using it for a while. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press this button that's flashing orange, and usually that'll resolve that issue and the printer will go ahead and continue to print. And if you are wondering, this is the Canon Pixma Pro 100. Let me try that again. It's still saying the printer is not connected. Now my printer is telling me that I've run out of the light gray ink, and I don't think I have any more on me. So I'm gonna check inside to see what it looks like. So it does appear that the gray is completely out, which you can tell because on the clear side, this is where the ink is actually held. So there is in fact none left, but I'm hoping I can still print without it because I don't have time to order more. So let's see, what's that? So yeah, it looks like I will have to go ahead and replace the gray. I said light gray earlier, I believe, but it's actually just the regular gray. But in order to get this card printed, I will have to go ahead and buy some in order to get that done. So it looks like I will have to go ahead and purchase a new ink cartridge. I was planning to have the card printed today so I can go ahead and work on drawing and painting in the extra details and have it all finished by today because I have other plans and things I need to get done before this Saturday. So hopefully I can try to order it off of Amazon and do like the 1-day shipping, so it'll be here tomorrow so I can go ahead and get started and finish my mom's birthday card because I've been working on it for quite some time, on and off, but I'm ready to finally finish it and add all of the finishing touches. So yeah, I'll see you I'll see you soon. So I went ahead and I bought the gray ink that I need, but unfortunately the earliest they can have it come in is Saturday, which is too late. So I just had them schedule it for delivery on Sunday, and then when I get back I can go ahead and print my mom's card and then add the physical details to it. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and start editing all the video content I have for this video. I had things structured in a different way because I plan to have my mom's birthday card done today, but yeah, things changed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the time I have now until Saturday in order to work on editing the video, adding voiceovers, etc. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad about that, but I feel like I need to start working on editing the video because I have a lot of footage and my eye keeps twitching, so don't mind that. But yeah, I feel like it's for the best. And also the total cost for it, including shipping, was like $25, which usually when I buy my ink, I buy them as an 8-pack because there's 8 separate colors that my printer takes, and because I save money that way. But this time I didn't want to spend like $120 on getting all of them when I really just need one this time. So I just purchased the one gray, and yeah, it should be in over the weekend, and yeah. So today is Saturday. My plans actually ended up being canceled, and fortunately, and amazingly so, my Prime delivery came in with my ink, even though it said it was supposed to be here on Sunday, which I wouldn't have been here for. Actually came today on Saturday, so now I can go ahead and resume what I was doing last time we spoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this, or let me open it. I'm gonna need some scissors. Some scissors. I don't... Okay. One moment. Oh, and also I just put this temporary hair color on my hair. I filmed a video of me doing it, which will be included in a later video. But yeah, it's like 75% dry now. I'm really liking the color. So let me go ahead and open this. At last. Okay, so now I've got the gray, let me make sure it's gray. Yeah, the gray ink that I need. So I'm gonna put this in and then print out the card and get started. Okay, so I just put in the new ink cartridge into my printer, but literally right as I put it in, the photo magenta color started blinking as if it's also gonna need new ink. So hopefully I'll be able to get by with what I have, and I'll be able to get my mom's card printed today and go ahead and finish everything up. So we'll see. There it is. Ah. Okay, so I can already tell that it printed out more vibrant than I thought it was going to, even though I did up the vibrance and the saturation. Usually I have to do that to compensate for I have to do that to compensate for the display on my tablet, but it seems like it was pretty correct already. So yeah, because this is more vibrant than what I was hoping it was gonna be, but it still looks good, so yay. The card is complete. I finished arranging the flowers over there for her, and I wrapped up her earrings in some recycled tissue paper. But in just a moment, I'm going to take you over there to give you a close-up of everything I made. This part is dedicated to all of these precious flowers and leaves and bits that didn't make it into the vase but still deserve all the love and attention as the rest. Thank you so much for watching this video. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and motherly figures out there, and I hope you have an amazing, lovely day today.